What's up, YouTube? So, in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Miami Dolphins offense in our loss against the Denver Broncos. But before we do that, I'll get into some of the numbers. Ryan Fitzpatrick did end up having to come in at the end of the game for Tua. He actually had more passing yards in 2 drives and Tua had in the rest of the game. We'll get into that with the film, see exactly what was going on. We couldn't get any kind of running game going whatsoever. We really weren't creating much separation, it seemed like, but we'll see for sure with the film. But Devontae Parker had an alright day, especially once Fitzpatrick came out. But I think a lot of our problems are pretty much the same that we've had all year. It's just our defense wasn't able to bail us out this time. So let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off in the pistol. Immediately pressured. Now, Tua, there were definitely times where he was taking a little too long to make decisions, but there's nobody really creating separation here. He maybe had someone here, but trying to throw across his body in that situation was going to be kind of tough. We need some precise route runners, man. I've been calling for it. And here's the thing. This receiving core is not built for Tua. It's just not. Devontae Parker, I'll even say Preston Williams. He didn't play this game because he was hurt. But even Preston Williams, it's not the typical receiver that Tua prefers. They're great for Fitzpatrick because Ryan Fitzpatrick is the type of quarterback that he wants to just throw the ball up and let his receivers make a play. But Tua's not that type of quarterback. He's more about precision and timing. He likes precise route runners. It kind of reminds me of when the Dallas Cowboys went from Tony Romo to Dak Prescott. If you remember, Dak Prescott kind of had a hard time getting the ball to Dez Bryant because of this same problem. Tony Romo had no problem just kind of throwing up to Dez Bryant and just letting him go make a play. But Dak isn't that type of quarterback. He's more about precision, timing, decision making, and I think that's kind of what we're seeing here too. We need some precise route runners on this team. And right now we don't really have any. Because Tua doesn't like taking chances. Very careful quarterback. Nowhere to really go here, though. The offensive line got blown up. It's not getting any push in the run game at all. This is a throw he probably should have made. Because he did create separation, but he was pressured. But I know he had to roll. He had to roll out, but Tua is usually pretty good at that. He needed to complete that pass. He just overthrew him. Oh yeah, this was set up by the turnover. Nowhere to run with that immediately. I mean, he does take the best gap available, but kind of gets blown up by the safety. So this play, there was a penalty. It was a hold. Yeah. But this was still not a great decision from Tua. He tried to force it over this guy, and the pressure ended up... I mean, like I said, it didn't end up staying as a pick, but it wasn't a great decision throwing it in that window at the time. At that point, he should have just thrown it away. But he got saved by the penalty. Good job getting what you can there. Like I said, our outside runs seem to work a little bit better. We still didn't gain much, but... I just don't think our pieces on offense are really that crazy good. I really don't. We have a couple pieces. The big thing is I'm not that big a fan of our offensive line right now. Our 3 rookies are looking promising, but the fact that a lot of times we have 3 rookies that have been rotating in and out on the starting offensive line, and then you combine that with Eric Flowers, Ted Karras, and Jesse Davis, it's not great. I mean, rookies are going to make mistakes no matter what. And Jesse Davis is ass. Eric Flowers is ass. And Ted Karras, he's not as bad as the other 2, but he's not great either. We're going to have to roll with him, at least right now. But... good block there, though. Ted. Unfortunately, this side kind of got collapsed. Yeah. Unfortunately, Bradley Chubb is on a tight end. That's not great. Adam Shaheen's a good blocker for a tight end, but trying to block Bradley Chubb is a little much. That was a great catch. Great catch by Devontae Parker. And that was a really good, precise throw as well. But that there was also a timing-based route. That's the type of route that Tua is best at. We just don't have the receivers to really match that. Devontae is an okay route runner, but he's more of a physical specimen as well. Yeah, there's nowhere to go with that. To be fair, going this direction might have been a little better. The linebacker was going to be there regardless, but he kind of just ran into the backs of 2 offensive linemen. So pressured up the ass, but let me see the other angle. See if we can get a little closer to Devontae. Yeah, that's a tough catch. One-handed, and Tua really put some heat on that, too. Yeah. If you're going to throw bullets, it's got to be perfectly accurate. Good job getting back to the line of scrimmage. I'll give you that, especially with a hurt foot. Pocket was collapsing. Jesse Davis started getting smoked. He fell on Bradley Chubb, but he was getting smoked. So was Austin Jackson. So was Eric Flowers. Yeah, Eric Flowers ended up on the ground. His offensive line is bad, man. And you guys do... well, not some of you guys didn't want to listen to me with that. Like, there's a lot of people in this fan group that, you know, they see the numbers from PFF, them saying that we're one of the better offensive lines in the league, and I've been saying that that's not true. I don't really, I kind of take what PFF says with a grain of salt anyway, but we've been seeing all year that the run game at least isn't very consistent, and the pass rush really gets there too sometimes. And it didn't matter if it was Tua or Ryan, like the pressure has been there. But our defense usually gets us in situations where our offense doesn't have to do a whole lot. But they couldn't do that this game. It was bound to happen eventually. And they were playing us tight pretty much the whole game. I mean, he could have maybe gone to Devontae Parker, but you could tell on this play he was designed to read this side of the field. I probably wouldn't have had all three of them on a curl, though. I probably would have had either Malcolm Perry or I think that's Gesicki kind of do a flat or something. Pressure got there. He had a man open right here. I think that's Malcolm Perry. Right there, he had a man open. He just didn't see him. Pressure got there too quick. He was looking that way. He could have got it to Malcolm Perry, though, for sure. Decent little dump off screen here to show off his speed a little bit, but it doesn't matter ultimately. All right, what happened here? Bradley Jeb went unblocked. That's what happened. He wasn't supposed to be blocked in that play, though. I don't think they were expecting him to rush, but, I mean... I think he was supposed to be the read. Yeah, that got blown up. What happened? Stunt definitely got... So this is kind of on Solomon Kinley and Jesse Davis. Right here, Solomon Kinley should have passed this guy to Jesse Davis and then went and blocked him. That's what they should have done. This is a stunt. That's how you handle this. I know you're a rookie, Kinley, but you need to pass this guy to Jesse Davis and then you need to get a hold of him. But Jesse Davis instead has to try to get around Solomon Kinley's back. It doesn't happen. And he gets free. That was mostly on Solomon Kinley. Jesse Davis getting smoked. Yeah, he was getting hit as he threw that. And how exactly? Let's slow it down. Look at Jesse Davis's feet, man. Just gonna beat the shit out of those hands. Look at his feet. Look how ugly this is. Ugh. Doesn't punch. Tua just tries to get that ball out. I mean, he had time to try to make that throw, but, I mean, the pressure, I mean, he was getting hit as he threw that. We've got to protect this guy better. We have to. We have to build a better offensive line. We have to. Now, the rookies, maybe they'll improve in the offseason, and maybe they'll be all right next year. But Jesse Davis has had enough time to prove that he sucks ass on this team. So, I'm ready to move on from him. Good job finding Gesicki there. Got what you could there. Let's see what happened right here. What should have happened this guy's going unblocked because they're running this direction. They're running away from him. So Jesse Davis should have taken this guy up by himself, and Solomon Kinley should have climbed up to the linebacker, got a hold of him, but because he doesn't, he's able to blow that up. So that's 2 plays on Solomon Kinley. Finding Gesicki again. There's nowhere to go. He just went unblocked. Smythe probably could have tried to get a hand on him, but it looked like that wasn't the design of the play. There you go. Tight coverage, but Tua makes a good throw here. Okay. Shows some juice there. Like I said, when they can run away from the blocks, that's usually when we get at least some sort of run game going. Or at least splash plays. Not bad. Getting that on the move. He might have been able to bounce that outside and might have gotten a little bit more. But Ted Karras kind of got whooped there. Got his hand on inside of his chest and used that to make room and get his hands on the running back. That's what it is. I'm not too mad about this loss, honestly. Because here's the thing. These problems have been problems all season. It's stuff we've been fighting with all season. I've been saying it since week 1. So, I'm not surprised by it. Just our personnel right now on offense is pretty limited. Great throw to Devontae. Great catch by Devontae. best route runner on the team right now. Which is what Tua likes, his route runners. Good job from Grant here. Decent yet. And actually, I don't think he was supposed to do that. It looked like he seen Tua scrambling, and he just did scramble drill and got open for him. That doesn't end up being a catch, but that's a great throw from Tua. Got it right over that guy's hand. That's fantastic. He doesn't get sacked, so. But again, pressure. This was a screen, but you got to hold him for at least a little bit, even if it is a screen. You got to at least hold it enough for the screen to take place. He did take a while to make a decision right there. Nobody open. At this point, he should have stepped up in the pocket. Edges were, I don't know. I don't think that would have really helped. He was running free. All right, let's see what happened over here to Austin Jackson. Another stunt. They were killing us with stunts, man. All game long. And teams are going to see this and do it to us again and again. If they know we can't handle stunts. I need Austin Jackson to punch right there. But instead, he gets his hands beat. At that point, Ted Karras tries to save him, but he can't. He's too fast. What happened on the right side? This side looked like it collapsed too. Another stunt. Saul McKinley doesn't react in time to that. Bradley Chubb is kicking Eric Flowers' ass too. Everybody got their ass whooped. And then Ted Karras just kind of looked lost. He didn't get his ass whooped on that play, but he looked lost as hell. Now where to go with that? They just sniffed that out completely. Jesse Davis just kind of pushing the guy instead of blocking him. I need you to actually block that guy, not just push him. No ever have an ass. Okay. Eric Flowers getting smoked. Defeated that hand. Out here looking stupid. Tua tries to escape it, but it just no. It's hard when the pressure is on the inside. It's very hard to avoid at that point. I don't know what Austin Jackson was doing. I don't know why he was headed inside. He just tries to, like, windmill him to try to stop him. Like, what, are you trying to tackle him? Matt Breida kind of chips him to try to help, but at this point, Solomon Kinley had gotten hurt, so Robert Hunt is playing right tackle and Jesse Davis is at right guard. Damn near ran a circle over here. But Ted Karras looked okay, and actually Jesse Davis looked okay on this play. Despite the pressure, still found a way to get that to Patrick Laird. I like it. They're only rushing 3, and he still got pressured, man. Bro, Austin Jackson got smoked all day. That's Bradley Chubb, I get it, but still true. Hands inside from Bradley. Defeat those hands, yeah. What happened to Robert Hunt? I was looking at the left. Let's look at the right. I need you to not expose your chest. See how he drops? Oops. See how he exposes his chest right there? Like, right as contact comes in, he's like, oh yeah, hit me. Hit me. Okay. Thank you for letting me get that hand inside. Now I'm going to control your wrist, and you're going to come with me to go sack your quarterback, sir. We're going to go together. I'm going to hold your hand like a toddler, and we're going to go sack him together. You want to sing a song on the way? Good job from Tua. Escaping pressure. Delivering the ball on the run. Don't end up getting much out of this, but yeah, he ended up dropping that. That's right. Okay, so this was another stunt. Austin Jackson actually handled it a little better this time. I want to see improvement, that's all. Passes this dude to Eric Flowers and then gets his eyes on this guy. I like it. This was okay. Got his hands inside. Still engaging. Ted Karras is going to come over here and try to help. But that at least allows Tua to scramble. He didn't die immediately. So he handled that. He handled that one a little bit better. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this decision. He wasn't open. It was in pretty much double coverage, at least with the safety over the top. I feel you. There really wasn't anything there. Gesicki, maybe, but there was tight coverage there, too. It was a great play. Antonio Callaway. Good job beating man right there. Delivers a good ball. How'd the O-line look? It wasn't dumpster juice. Robert Hunt was kind of getting his ass whooped, but He didn't die immediately, so it's fine for us. Just kind of took what you could there. Yeah. So, never mind. I was going to say that, because you see Jesse Davis on this right side with Robert Hunt working together on this guy. At this point, you need to kind of pass into Robert Hunt and get up, and Jesse Davis needs to get up and try to block that linebacker. And actually, yeah, because I was going to say that Robert Hunt was going to have to block this guy, but Eric Flowers ends up pulling, and he gets a hold of him. So, yeah, he should have passed him to Robert Hunt and then got upfield. Yeah, nowhere to go on that reverse, unfortunately. Yeah, that did end up being a catch. That's a block from Patrick Laird here, actually. Not mad at that. Stops Tua from getting sacked, at least. Tua doing what he can. At this point, though, one, there was a hold, but unfortunately, when he rolled left, all the receivers were headed right, besides this dude, but he was covered. So, but right here is the hold. So, yeah. He should have thrown this away or something, because he ended up taking a 2-yard loss here. He could have just thrown it to the sideline, just spiked it. Growing pains. It is what it is. Good throw, good catch. Probably could have had Malcolm Perry for a slightly better play here, but not mad at that. Yeah. Mike Gesicki jumping off sides there does not help our case. Before that, we were looking to at least hopefully get into field goal range. But, ugh. Again, these stunts, man. Right here, right? One, Eric Flowers, you trying to just kind of reach out with that one hand. Not a fan. Not a fan of that. I need you to punch. I need you to get yourself in good position and punch. But he doesn't. They're on a stunt. At this point, he needs to... This is another miscommunication. Eric Flowers needs to pass this guy on to Austin Jackson and then handle Bradley Chubb himself. But instead... Austin Jackson is caught in a situation where he has to find a way to get past Eric Flowers to try to get his hands on Bradley Chubb, and can't do it. So. How many drives we got left? 1, 2, 2. Okay. Oh yeah, this is where Ryan came in. Good throw. Better protection there too. He does make his decisions faster than Tua as well, though. He's played on a lot of bad teams with a lot of bad O-lines. That's the thing. Tua at Bama always had good talent around him. He's not used to this. That's a fantastic throw. Really is. Got it right over Justin Simmons' head. See, to Tua, that would not have been open in Tua's eyes. He just doesn't take chances like Ryan does. Good job finding your man there. Pick up some yak. Not mad at that. Let me know how y'all feel about the decision to bench Tua. I kind of feel like, I know we almost won because of Ryan until he threw the pick, which sealed it. But I kind of feel like we should have just ride with Tua. Once you start your rookie quarterback, I think you should just let him finish unless his foot was actually that bad, but it didn't seem like it was. And I think they even said it was performance based, but yeah, that wouldn't look like he kind of threw that one away. Kind of surprised he didn't end up trying to get this to Adam Shaheen. Right here. Yeah, it was on this play right here that I'm like, oh yeah, this is Ryan Fitzpatrick, not Tua. Like shit. Okay. Had to reset. Tua would not have tried that. They're so different. They're like polar opposites when it comes to how careful they are with the ball. By the way, the commentators made it seem like on this scramble, if he didn't get this shoelace tackle, it automatically would have been a first down. I don't know. There's a guy crashing down right here. Maybe he would have made that guy miss or run him over. I mean, Ryan definitely can do that. But I don't know if that was a given. It was 3rd and 10. By the way, side note, is it me or does it seem like the commentators are getting worse and worse every year? Anyway, great throw here to Malcolm Perry. Great job creating separation, too, from Malcolm Perry. It's not much, but he did create some. Great job from Devontae Parker. They do like doing those QB draws with Ryan. I mean, why not, right? He's pretty good at them. Okay. Good job finding something there, I guess. I'll compare you again. Great in separation. How did that happen? Hey, he had plenty of space, that's why. Didn't have to do anything crazy there. He just didn't play him as tight. Good job finding Gesicki there. Yeah, his hands are definitely inconsistent for sure. He creates separation decently, but his hands aren't that great, at least right now. But he hasn't been exactly playing receiver very long. Quarterback in college, after all. Good job by Ryan, just trying to move around, try to create something there. Decent little gain chip at that 2nd and 20. Just keep it moving. Great job finding Devontae Parker there. But again, they're finally finding separation. That's what wasn't happening when Tua was out there. They weren't creating separation. The blocking wasn't like this. You can see Denver's kind of playing off him a little bit too. They're giving him some room. They're not playing them nearly as tight right now. They're pretty much in prevent defense. Those birds are chirping away, boy, outside. That probably should have been picked, too. That was more on Gesicki and them not really being on the same page there more than anything. A little closer. I think this is the pick. Pretty sure it is. So it's 3rd and 8. And he throws into double coverage. Ends up getting picked off. That seals the game for us. Tua would not have made that throw, and it's possible that with Tua we might not have gotten to this point, but I don't know because they are playing softer than they were all game. I don't know. Yeah, he had a better option here. That's why I wanted to wait and see the film, because he did have a better option with Jakeem Grant. And even throwing that away and possibly going to 4th down might have been better too. But it is what it is. We lost, but like I said, a lot of the problems that we had are the same problems we've had all year. But our defense just couldn't put us... They couldn't hand us scores this time. We didn't score on defense. We didn't get enough turnovers for this offense to overcome the hurdles that it has. I don't blame either quarterback. Ryan Fitzpatrick came in cold in a really bad situation, so I can't really blame him, even though throwing into double coverage is never a good idea. But just kind of is what it is. And Tua, you've seen it. I mean, he definitely had some bad decisions and some bad throws in this game for sure. But that just comes with being a rookie. But the offensive line was really bad. We got no running game whatsoever, like usual. And our receivers were not creating separation. It's kind of hard to do anything in that case. Like, yeah, they were creating separation with Ryan Fitzpatrick, but again, Denver was playing a lot looser. They weren't playing us as tight. So, yeah, it just kind of is what it is. I'm not really that mad about this loss. It is what it is at this point. It was bound to happen, but hopefully we can rebound against the Jets, because our schedule only gets tougher after the Jets game. We got what? Kansas City, New England, Buffalo. Who's the last? Who's the other one? It's not necessarily that order. Hold up. Dolphins schedule. Bengals, that's right. So we've got the Jets this coming week, and then Cincinnati. But unfortunately, Joe Burrow did go down, so that should be an easier game for us. But I do hope that Joe Burrow's okay. I know he tore his ACL and his MCL, but I hope he has a full recovery. They're saying that he might not even be able to play until late next year. So at that point, if I were Cincinnati, I would just keep him off the bench until 2022. I would just keep him off the field. But, yeah. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you liked it, I'd appreciate you hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.